So yeah, it's Daniel here. Yeah, man, today was the end of the week, first week, and yeah, like was still considered no training, but you know, I was able to generate first week, huh? In terms of opportunities, one, two, three, was three or four? I'll say yeah, one, that's for sure. Yeah, three opportunities, maybe four. There's one, but an old lead. But I was able to generate four opportunities, and like was my first week. And like I'm the guy who's done the most. I'm the guy who is like I do these reports like EOD. Like she never asked that, but I got used to doing that in previous roles. And it's a good way to also keep organized because sometimes I send everything to her like okay like these were the sets that I did today, these were the calls that I did today, and then like I cannot view my number of dials, so I asked her like how many dials, send me the report, because then like I need data, because with data I can see the patterns, and like with those patterns I can see like organize better my schedule. Like okay, I know that around this time they're not gonna pick up. Like it's gonna be really low the pickup rate, so I can do other stuff. I can do follow ups. I can send messages. I can especially right now I can do mock calls, because what else am I gonna do? They're not gonna pick up. Um. So yeah, you know. And like with like now I have a simple size, like because it wasn't like 1 week, and because like for example Monday I started dialing with was um like 3 4 p.m. that I started dialing. No, it was like 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. So and also like tomorrow for example I'm gonna dial. And hopefully, if things go right, because if I don't, yeah, because I'm human, even though it doesn't seem like I'm human. Um, I'm gonna dial Sunday, at least like part time, because you never know, right? Especially now, I really need to put the reps in. And I did four presentations, only one of those, like I was able to do like the whole process, like by the book, as the playbook, because you do the presentation, then like and then like you transition like when it comes to the price and everything to the supervisor, and then yeah, she did the closing, and you stay there. It's like this. I did one of these, and there were like others, that I did the presentation, but like she was not available at the time. So, but like in terms of appointments, of course, no, a lot of them didn't show, and that's I expect that, especially because it's Google Meet, and like here in Brazil, like people are not used to that. They're really not used to that. So there's that, and like of course, I'm gonna see ways to counter that. Like a little P. It's cold, man. Look at him. Really cold, little P. So I'm gonna see ways to counter that, and well, I'm crushing, you know. And like for example, they're complaining about my opener. Not because I say, hey John, I'm doing this wrong. I have to be more affirmative when it comes to saying their name. Anyway, hey John, hey, it's Matt here with XYZ. I'm calling because hey John. No, actually, it's like, hey John, it's Matt. Yeah, it's Matt from XYZ. I'm calling because it looks like a while ago you reached out about XYZ. Did you give up on that or what? And like they say, oh, you cannot say negative words. You cannot say like gave up and like no, like fuck man, because they think that man these leads are old, and like they think this is a bad thing. You gotta always say positive shit. Like like it's counterintuitive because like when you say they recommend to say like, oh, I have a great opportunity for you, just a discount like salesperson. I would just hang up like this is telemarketing. Fuck this people. That's why I was the guy who booked the most appointments. You know, and yeah. And tomorrow I'm still gonna be dining. I have my call. I have my colleague of high ticket, and then it's good, to have a different perspective, because I'm so like into that, and like I'm not like in the high ticket, no remote high ticket place anymore, like as I used to. I'm in sales, don't get me wrong, but it's different. So yeah, and like there's a lot of things that I'm not seeing that may have forget, so it's good to remind myself. And yeah, you know, and it's different, in place, in person. It's a different type of thing. Like not the calls are like remote calls, but like you still like being in the work in the office is different, than just doing like everything online. Even I can do that, but not right now. I need the base. And like because there's a great opportunity there, and I should go to the international market because they are like we are part of a larger group, which is second the second biggest hotel in the whole world. So you know, and like they have hotels around the whole globe. So like for me to, if I'm the best, why not? Like why not? I'll put the best guy in the U.S. market, especially because he knows how to speak English. You know, but that's the thing. The original goal was get enough money to do my own thing. So like I have always to remember myself, and that's why it's good to see these videos for me, because then I look back, for example, like I'm already in, like I'm already in the weeds, so like a lot of things, like a lot of the perspectives that I had, like is getting blurred, so like when I see the video, when I watch the videos, the past videos, I'm like, oh, okay, so that was the goal, so it's good for me to remind myself. So yeah, man, let's keep moving forward and let's conquer. Bye.